Yo guys, what's going on? Today we're gonna take a look at Chandelure over here. Oh buddy Chandelure over here. He's a good Pokemon. So keeping with the October theme, we're gonna jump right in to this spooky guy. Alright, what you wanna do is you wanna invest all in speed and all in special attack. And throw you extra in HP or one of his defenses, whatever you're feeling. And give him a nature and make sure it's either, gosh dang, I have trouble with this every time, and they're in alphabetical order. Either modest or what I prefer, timid, because timid's going to get you more speed, and that's what you need. But modest is also going to let you hit harder, so it's up to you, honestly. But if you're asking me, go with timid. You didn't hear it here, but you did. Go with timid. But you know, modest works too. But I prefer timid. Anyways, as far as his ability goes, give him flash fire because that's gonna make him immune to fire type attacks, and it's actually gonna make his fire type attacks stronger after he's been hit by a fire move. So that's good. Infiltrator's an option if it's even available. I'm not sure, honestly. Because with the buffed Infiltrator, now it hits through Substitute. It's actually pretty good, but I'm not sure if it's better than Flash Fire, because I mean Flash Fire straight up gives you an immunity. And if you can predict that they're going to use a fire move and just switch him in on it, it's really good. So honestly, for now, I'd say Flash Fire is your best choice, but Infiltrator's still good. And then Flame Body over here, that's just don't even bother. Just don't. Just don't. Forget about it. Forget about it. But we'll jump right into moveset here then. Basically, he's always gonna run Shadow Ball because Shadow Ball is his stab move of choice. It's great. It's Shadow Ball. As far as his other stab move of choice, though, he's got like 3 or 4 options here. He's got Flamethrower has an L. He's got Flamethrower, which is going to be his perfect accuracy option here. It's only got 90 power. I mean, only it's 90 power. It's great, but it's got 100 accuracy, so you're always going to be hitting. But he's also got some other options in the form of Fire Blast, which is definitely by far stronger. And yeah, you do miss some accuracy on it, but it's quite. I mean, it's only got 30 more power or 20 more power now. Sorry, they gave it a debuff 6th gen, which sucks. I don't know why they did that, but I'm sure they have their reasons. Well, they better have their reasons and nerf one of the best moves, best fire moves at least. And then yeah, anyways, that's gonna hit stronger, but less accuracy, so it's whatever. He also gets access to Heat Wave, which is gonna be slightly more accurate than Fire Blast, but weaker. But it hits both foes in a double battle. So if you're going double battle, that's definitely an option to consider because kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then last but not least, he gets Overheat, and I think he even learns this on level up. So that's a thing. And Overheat, it's your strongest option. Honestly, it's the option that I would go with. The only problem is you're not going to want to stay in after you use it because it minuses your special attack by 2. So after that, you're not going to be hitting nearly as hard. So you're probably going to want to switch out after you overheat. You might be able to get in maybe another overheat, but yeah, you probably want to gonna switch out afterwards. Which they're probably gonna know you're gonna have to switch out. Your opponent is, so they're gonna be expecting your switch out, and they might get some free setup or something. So keep that in mind. As far as his other moves go, he gets Energy Ball, which is great for coverage on him. It's overall a great move. It's as far as grass type stabs go, the only thing he gets stronger that's worth mentioning is Solar Beam, and you're not running Solar Beam unless he's on a Sun team. Now, if he's on a Sun team, be my guest, go ahead, run Solar Beam, because, you know, that's going to definitely hit harder. But if you're not, go with Energy Ball, because it's a great move, Energy Ball. Just like Shadow Ball, it's got that 10% chance to lower their special defense, and it's a good move. It's a good move. So, as far as his last slot here, you got a few different options. You can go with Hidden Power Fighting is what I prefer to get some extra coverage, because unfortunately he doesn't have access to Focus Miss. I mean Focus Blast. I mean Focus Miss. Yeah, Focus Miss. That's what I meant to say. Because that move never hits. But anyways, he doesn't have access to it, so the only special fighting move I think he gets is Hidden Power Fighting. So it's an option. It's great coverage, but the power's a bit lacking. So that's an option. He also gets access to Trick, which I believe only gets move tutor, which sucks, but Trick is a great move. If you don't know what it does, it swaps your item with their item. And I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but the way you run this guy over here is you either run him with Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. Either one, it's your choice. I prefer Scarf because this lets him even outspeed Gengar, so that's great. Especially if you're going to be using them in the new Ghost type tournament, Wi-Fi tournament thing. That's, you know, registration begins the 16th, I believe, of October. He's going to outspeed everything, so he gets super fast. I mean, his 80 base speed isn't amazing, but it's nothing to laugh at. It's 80 base speed. It just needs a bit of a boost in the form of the Choice Scarf, and then you're all good to go. But Choice Specs is still an option, because that's going to make you hit super hard. Things aren't going to survive. They're going to die. Unless, of course, they hit you first. Then you're going to die. But yeah, those are basically his two options for items. Anyways, back to the reason why I decided to do the item right then. Because Trick, you switch your Choice Scarf onto their guy who is setting up. Now he's stuck doing something he doesn't want to do. He's stuck setting up, or he's stuck, you know, he's forced to use an attacking move when he's a tank. He shouldn't be attacking, but he didn't want to lock himself into something else, so he chose that, you know. It cripples support, mainly supports. It can cripple tanks. Is that phone again? Sorry, guys. And we're back. Anyways, sorry about that. It cripples supports mainly. It can cripple tanks. Tricks. It's a great move. It ruins their shenanigans. It can also cripple, you know, sweepers who have to set up via Dragon Dance, Swords Dance, you know, whatever. Because if they decide to go with that, they're stuck doing nothing but that until they switch out and lose all their boost. So they're gonna have to forfeit any setting up. So it's an option there. And last but not least, he has one last option that I don't like, but people run it, so I'm gonna let you guys be aware of it. And it's certainly not a bad move. It just comes at honestly too big of a risk than I'm willing to run it. Basically, Memento. It lowers your opponent's attack and special attack by 2 stages. So, you know, it effectively cripples them and forces them to, do something, switch out or something. But you die after you use it. So, granted, you faint. Pokemon don't die, but you faint. So, it's one of those things that maybe you would use it if you're literally about to die anyways. So I guess might as well get rid of their guy that you let set up 40 Swords Dance. But otherwise, it's one of those things that it would definitely be useful if the situation arises where you need it, but that situation's probably not going to come up very often is the thing. It's, for one, you're going to absolutely need to cripple something. You're going to have it where, you're going to need to have it where you're going to die anyway, so you might as well cripple it before you die. It's one of those things where the only time I see it being relevant is if you literally let someone set up, +2, +3, +6 if you're really bad. Don't ever let anyone set up +6 at any cost. Don't ever do that unless they're letting you set up +6 at the same time and you know for sure you're going to be able to kill their guy before he kills yours. Otherwise, don't even bother. Don't ever let someone set up that much. But, it's a move that will help if you're in the situation that needs it. It's super situational move. Oh, I think I just died. Sorry. Ugh. Anyways, sorry, I felt like I just swallowed a bug. I know that's saying stupid, but that is what it felt like. Anyways, though, Memento, super situational, but will come in handy on the offhand you run into one of those off situations. So anyways, that does it for the Choice Chandelure set, which, my favorite, the Choice Scarf just makes them too fast. So, anyways, we're gonna move on to a, less common set, which is, the, more of a, I don't know how to describe it. He runs here. Yeah, just check it out. I'll show you. He doesn't run any HP. He runs same EV spread. This guy, if you really wanted to, you could forego some special attack or some speed or something to give him more HP if you wanted it, but he doesn't need it. Maybe, well, maybe not that much. About 160. Yeah, about 160 in HP is an alternate set here with either take it out of his special attack or his speed, whatever. because this guy, he's gonna be setting up calm minds, so it's gonna be helpful for him. But that's an option, but you don't need to. You can just go regular old thing like that. It works. But anyways, you're gonna either want timid or modest, just like the other one. We're gonna go timid again because I prefer speed. So that's a thing. As far as moves go, he's gonna want to run substitute, and he's gonna want to run calm mind, because that way he's gonna be able to safely set up behind a sub if he needs to. Sub's gonna make him tankier, you know, be able to take hits, so of course he can set up. He's rather fast, so he gets the opportunity to set up a substitute fairly easily. And as far as his other two moves, just go with Shadow Ball and whatever your fire type stab of choice is, you know, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Overheat, or Heat Wave, whatever. Since he's going to be setting up Calm Minds, though, and you're not going to necessarily want to switch out, I'd probably go with Fire Blast instead of Overheat, but Overheat's still an option, so keep that in mind. And as far as his item goes, his item is, honestly, you're probably gonna run leftovers, probably. Yeah, probably. Probably leftovers. I can't really see much else he would want. Yeah, leftovers looks good. I mean, you can't really go wrong with leftovers. And then, you know, ability Flash Fire or Infiltrator, but probably Flash Fire. So, honestly, that does it for Chandelure, guys. You know, I'm sure there's other sets out there that I missed, but, if there are, you know, leave them in the comments, let me know. And, you know, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you liked it. Don't if you didn't like it. And, leave a comment on, what, spooky, creepy Pokemon you'd like to see me do next for the month of October. And, subscribe if you're a cool kid. Or don't. But, you don't need to subscribe to be a cool kid. You just be yourself. You'll be a cool kid. But, anyways, yeah, before I start rambling on, we're gonna end it. Bye, guys. Later.